Can you tell your spouse to stop dressing sexy? That is what we are here to debate. Now, this has everything to do with the latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's and I'm not going to say a fight because voices weren't escalated, but it was very much a tense conversation between Kanye West and Kim Kardashian West. This is the night before the Met Gala. And if you haven't seen her in her outfit, she wore this very tight-fitting, corseted, I don't even see how she breathes. She basically looked nude with like jewels dripping off of her, right? This is something she had worked on for 8 months, an outfit, because the Met Gala is like the creme de la creme when it comes to fashion. Now, here is some back and forth of their conversation, and then we'll debate.
You now say that you're not into me wearing a tight dress.
You are my wife, and it affects me when pictures are too sexy. Of course, it's like a formal underwear. It's hot. It's like, it's hot for who, though?
So, like, the night before the Met, you're going to come in here and say that you're not into a corset bag.
I just feel like I just went through this transition where from being a rapper, like looking at all these girls and looking at my wife, like, oh, my girl needs to be just like the other girls, showing her body off, showing this, showing that. And I didn't realize that that was affecting like my soul and my spirit as someone that's married and loved and the father of like now with about to be 4 kids.
You built me up to be this like sexy person and confidence and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And just because you're on a journey and you're on your transformation doesn't mean that I'm in the same spot with you.
Lady in the street and a freak in the bed is what guys want.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Lady in the street, freak in the bed.
But he knew what he married.
Yeah.
Also true.
And so I think she has a very valid point at the end. Yes, me saying Kim Kardashian West has a very valid point, but she does. It's like he built her up because there's plenty of audio and plenty of interviews of him talking about how smoking hot his wife is and sharing her sexy poses on social media. I mean, he definitely did that for years. He's in a different place now and everybody evolves and change, but she's not there and she's still happy showing off her body.
My girlfriend and I had almost a similar situation, and I will call myself out because I found myself very conflicted also. I am rah-rah Tiffany. I am rah-rah woman power. I am rah-rah. You do what makes you feel happy. If you're feeling sexy, do your thing. You know, we've gotten heat before. Sometimes she's in bathing suits when we're on vacation in cheeky bathing suits, and some trolls come up and say, hey, you're a mom. I'm like, Tiffany, you do you. You do you, right? So there was one time we were heading out of town, and she posted a picture where the crack of her butt was showing. And I felt like it was a little too revealing. I'm like, come on, man, you're better than this. I mean, that really, do you need to? I mean, I understand what sexy is, but that's just over the line. It's too much. And she had the same argument that Kim Kardashian did. How come you can always tell me that I should be confident, be proud of my body? And then when I show just a little bit of butt crack here, you're like telling me like it's too much. And she was right. I was wrong, but I can just tell you that it made me uncomfortable. Maybe it's hypocritical, but it did. In truth, it just made me uncomfortable.
Was it comedic crack or sexy crack?
Oh, it was sexy crack.
It was
Yeah.
the plumber is the hottest look of 2019 summer. All right? You can't build her up for years and then be like, no, I'm going to put the kibosh on your Pinterest search.
I know. It's easy to have those opinions about other people than when it's in your own home. And I saw that. I'm like, I just had... Yeah, I mean, I just felt like I want that for me.
It's a slippery slope like that. Like if he's talking about that outfit she was wearing specifically, it just looked like she was wearing diamonds. So you can be like, I didn't like what you wore to the Met Gala this year, and then the next year it's like, I don't like those high heels, it's too high, and then the next year it's, I don't like that haircut, it's too sexy. Because any guy could find anything sexy and write it on Instagram, and then it's like, I'm in a tizzy about this. So it's like, where does it stop, Kanye? It could never stop. And then next thing you know it, she's looking like a Duggar. I'm serious. Those pale people from Utah or wherever, I'm serious. It's a slippery slope. Don't do that.
This is by far the maddest I've ever been at Kanye because I never thought he would put me in a position where I say I stand with Kim Kardashian.
Really?
I never thought those words would come out my mouth. But you can't do this. I mean, I get as a guy, it would be difficult for me to deal with, but I would understand that going into the situation. I mean, he's been very vocal about even when she had the piano playing tape out with the other artists, he said that didn't bother him, and he was empowering her for that. So it's like you can't get to this point in the marriage and just decide all of a sudden that she can't be who she's been the entire time you've been married to her.
I figured it out how you can not be in support. Like, I'm not in support of Kim Kardashian, but I'm in support of Kim Kardashian. You're not in support of Kim Kardashian. You're a feminist, Mo.
There you go.
All
You're
right.
in support of women.
It's different. I feel so much better now.
Yes.
Thank you. Whew, I was afraid for a minute.
Look, the last thing I want to do is be controlling. I hate that word. I was controlled by my dad. I'm very sensitive about it. I hate it. Yet I felt those controlling words coming out of my mouth, you know?
By the way, thank you to my dear husband, Bart, for embracing every picture I ever posted of me shooting rainbows out my butt.
He's the one taking them. I love you.
He's the real MVP.
Yay, Bart.
The Bert Show.